because it hurts everybody. And it don't take much pressure. Alright? Reach up and grab, strike. I'm reaching palm up, like this is an alligator and it's hungry. I reach up and I grab and I strike. Now I'm going to pivot, and as I do, move your hand so they can see, just raise it up. He's moving his arm for teaching purposes. I'm going to take my arm after I hit him and I'm going to throw my arm into his elbow. Because if you look at his elbow, it's going that way. If I hit it hard enough, I'm going to send his elbow that way, I'm going to break it. Because I've got my push-pull, my fulcrum, lever, and base, according to Professor Wally J, how it's worked. Great techniques. Great techniques, small circle jiu-jitsu. I come through and I strike. Once I do this though, I'm going to continue to rise. And as I do, my hand's going to slip around towards his thumb where I can get control of his thumb. Because my fingers are around his wrist, slightly on his hand. And as I rise and I bring his arm to me, my hand is going to turn, and now I have thumb control at this point. I take my left foot, I step through. Alright? Notice I'm going to be doing this quickly when I do the technique. My feet are both in this place. Those of you who are in the military, I'm going to do a rear march or a to the rear march if you're a Marine or Army or whatever you are. I've been both. Alright? At this point, I'm going to pivot and turn, face the other direction, 180 degrees. My right foot will step back. I will then torque this way. Here's a very small circle. His wrist is not going to, as I just turn, just watch how his body moves as I turn. So I'm going to bring it out and back in a whipping motion. Watch. Down he goes. From here, I'm not done. I'm going to pick up my back foot and I'm going to stomp his face. Chiclets with his teeth. Back up. Now, let's just say I mess up with this technique. I have options. He chokes again. What if I grab the wrong hand? I always like to show techniques where you can grab either hand and you always have an answer. There is no way to mess up. There is no right or wrong answer. There's just habits that you created. I reach up with my right hand and I grab the same side opposed to the opposite side as I did before. I grasp that hand, my alligator comes up, and I grab. Take my fist, I drive it into his solar plexus again. I rise his hand and I turn his palm up to the ceiling, just like this. Look here. I step through. Now note, if you look at this hand up here, I'm controlling his pinky. Whenever I've got a hold of somebody's hand, I'm always doing the pinky because it is so painful. I can't really throw him from here, so what I'm going to do is when I pivot 180 degrees this time, I'm in a modified bent over wrist lock and I'm going to turn back to him and face him. Look. Very nasty cranks. Can you see this? Come over here, camera. Can you see my hand? You see the position of his pinky when I peel it this way? Watch what he does when I peel it. Just with his pinky. I've seen some videos of guys thinking finger locks, making jokes out of them. Yeah, let me put you in a finger lock. You won't be joking about it. Alright? So look here. I get into this crank. I keep his elbow down and I crank straight down and he drops. Look. Push his head back, exposing underneath of his chin, and if he happens to have his tongue stuck out, or if his mouth is open, or he's going, ah, I'm going to drive my knee up into the tip of his chin. That way I bust his teeth, or he bites his tongue off. Lovely. Bang! Okay? Then I can just do this and throw him. Or, if he fights it off and he turns to get away, I will raise his elbow, rise, and now I'm going to throw him here. Either way is fine. You'll see these techniques in soft styles. Aikido, all these other styles that do these kind of throws and very soft techniques. The only difference is I would rather do it off of a realistic attack opposed to an attack that you're not going to see take place every day. Okay? Once again, choke. I'm going to do these at speed now. Other hand. Either way works just fine.